Jawans dead in Bathinda mess firing. Army hunts for missing Insas rifle. Fratricide or something sinister? Was missing ammo used in shooting? Our top focus on 5 Live.
Where is the shooter? Where is the person who has gunned down 4 Indian Army jawans 12 hours ago at the Bathinda Military Station? A hunt has been on for half a day, but there is no further information on the whereabouts of the person who pulled the trigger and murdered 4 jawans. We understand that the shooter is also from the army, but his whereabouts are not known at this point of time. Also, was it one shooter or was it 2? We'll have more details for you on this broadcast. I'm Shiv Aroor. These are the headlines first. Trouble in BJP after first candidate list released yesterday as ex-Chief Minister Shettar fumes after being dropped. B.S. Yediyurappa now says Shettar has a 99% chance of getting a ticket. Shettar has just reached the BJP president's house in Delhi. Meanwhile, ex-Deputy Chief Minister Lakshman Savadi has quit the party after also being jilted. Biggest newsmakers from Karnataka first is always on India Today. DK Shivakumar mocks his challenger R. Ashok. Vijayendra elaborates on the task on hand in his father's bastion, Shikaripura.
Every community and every religion, minorities also supported and voted for Yediyurappa ji. Same trend continues even today in Shikaripura also. Party has given me opportunity to fight from Shikaripura constituency. I am blessed to fight from Shikaripura Assembly.
A day after meeting Lalu Prasad, Bihar Chief Minister Nitish meets Kharge and Rahul in Delhi, claims meet is historic for opposition unity, but many leaders from many parties still missing. Ashok Gehlot's first reaction a day after Sachin Pilot sits on a dharna against his alleged corruption. Rajasthan Chief Minister says too many raids by agencies make it seem like there's too much corruption. Airstrikes by Myanmar's military on Tuesday killed as many as 100 people, including many children, attending a ceremony held by opponents of the army rule. A firing incident that has been reported in the Bathinda cantonment in Punjab before sunrise today has left 4 Indian Army jawans killed. Very sketchy details are available, but what India Today did report through the day, if you've been watching our coverage, is that between 1 and 2 shooters fired and killed 4 Indian Army jawans inside an artillery unit officers' mess in the Bathinda Military Station. It happened at about 4:35 a.m. There were some people who sustained some injuries as well, but the shooter or shooters are still at large and investigators do not know where they are. There have been mixed statements coming in from the Punjab police, who first said there is no terror angle and who now say that a terror angle cannot be ruled out. But all indications so far, viewer, suggest that the shooters were from the Indian Army, leading to most perceptions of this incident being one of fratricide. If you've been listening to that word, you already know fratricide means killing one of your own. So someone within the army, for some dispute or the other, which is unclear at this time, murdered 4 of his colleagues. Take a look at what we know so far.
"4:35 a.m. Wednesday morning, gunshots heard at the Bathinda Military Station in Punjab. The shooting triggered panic. An alert was sounded immediately. The area completely cordoned off. Hours later, the Indian Army confirmed 4 jawans were killed in the shootout.
Punjab police has sounded a high alert in entire Bathinda district after the firing incident that took place inside this military station at 4:35 today morning. We can see this road has been sealed, and many other roads in Bathinda, particularly the roads linking the military stations, have been sealed. The statement issued by the Southwest Command.
The army in a statement said that there were no other injuries or damage to property. They confirmed that an INSAS, Indian Small Arms System rifle, had been missing for the past 2 days. The army said quick reaction teams were activated immediately after the dawn shooting. The Punjab police have ruled out a terror angle.
जी जो आर्मी का खुद का सर्च ऑपरेशन ऑलरेडी चल रहा है
कोई आतंकी हमले जैसी संभावना तो नहीं
जी नहीं ऐसी कोई संभावना नहीं है अभी
With terror ruled out, investigators now suspect fratricide. Fratricide is an act of a soldier killing his brothers in arms. The shooting has once again put the focus on the rise in incidents of fratricide in the uniformed forces. There have been as many as 18 incidents of such killings in the Indian Army and 2 in the Indian Air Force between 2014 and March 2021. With Manjeet Sehgal in Bathinda, Bureau Report, India Today.
And we've got fresh information coming in from the investigation, straight from the Bathinda police, who've just told India Today that 19 empty INSAS rifle casings, that is the bullet casings, have been recovered from the spot, suggesting that 19 or at least 19 bullets were fired. Eyewitnesses also telling India Today that there were 2 attackers, not 1 attacker, but 2 attackers, and that they were not dressed in army fatigues. They were dressed in civilian clothes of some kind. And they've also told India Today, the police is also telling India Today that the 4 jawans killed in this incident were killed while they were asleep. They were sleeping when bullets were pumped into their bodies by the 2 shooters. This is the statement coming in from the Superintendent of Police of rural Bathinda, speaking exclusively to India Today. I want to go straight across first to India Today's Manjeet Sehgal and Gaurav Sawant, both joining us live on this big story of today. Manjeet, the Bathinda police confirming that there were 2 shooters. They killed these 4 jawans apparently while they were sleeping. But what is the status of the search for these 2 persons? And do we know anything about their identity as well? Manjeet, give us the full update.
Well, Shiv, the identity of these 2 attackers has not been revealed so far. The search operation is continuing. The identity of the 4 jawans killed in this incident has also not been revealed. A post-mortem is being conducted at the Bathinda Civil Hospital. And Shiv, behind me is the military station where this incident took place. Police officials have confirmed now that the attackers were in plain clothes. They pumped bullets into the 4 jawans when they were sleeping. Police has also recovered 19 shells of bullets which are believed to be the shells of INSAS rifle, which was reported missing from this military station. A formal FIR has also been lodged at this police station located in front of this military station. So investigations are continuing, and the police has sounded a high alert in the entire Bathinda district. The security in and around the army establishments has been beefed up after this incident. Shiv.
Okay, stay with me, Manjeet. I'm going to come back to you in a moment. Gaurav Sawant is also with us. He's been in touch with the army headquarters on this. Gaurav, initially there were reports that the shooter or the shooters had been nabbed. The army has clarified that that is not the case. Nobody has been nabbed so far. That means the hunt is still very much on. Obviously, 12 hours after this incident took place, a great deal of speculation, has happened, Gaurav, both online and offline. Most quarters believe that this may be an incident of fratricide. What are you hearing from the army, Gaurav?
So officially the army is not calling it fratricide. Officially the army is also not calling it a terror incident just as yet. You're absolutely right, Shiv. 12 and a half hours and counting. The shooter still at large, and there could be two shooters. So there's one in SAS 5.56 with 28 cartridges missing, 19 empty shells have been found. The post-mortem is on of the 4 jawans who've been killed. The post-mortem will reveal details of the gunshot injuries and whether it's the same, the empty casing can be matched with the bullet injuries and whether they're close quarter, firing incidents. We will know more in a while from now. But why is it that the army hasn't been able to nab them, even though both unmanned aerial vehicles and helicopters were pressed into service? Not just the QRT of the medium regiment, but also
Yes.
QRTs of several other formations. And this is one of the biggest military stations. It's a fortified military station. According to the police, no ingress from outside. So, fortification apart, did somebody from within open fire, and why? We do know about the composition of this regiment, but once again, that would take us into the realm of speculation. But police saying two things. One, no terror angle, at least that is what they maintained till some time back. And two, no external attacker. Point 3, which is extremely critical, Shiv, 12 and a half hours. Where is this person? Where is the shooter holed up? Is he holed up, or are they holed up on their own, or are there other lives at stake? And that would make this extremely critical. And this is where, rules of engagement change completely, because you want absolutely no collateral damage. You don't want any other loss of life. So whatever time it takes, they would take their time and try and neutralize these two elements. Now, this is a huge military station. Apart from various regiments and formations, this also has a forested area.
Yes.
Are these elements in that forested area? It'll take time to comb this entire area, and that is why both from the sky and on ground, efforts are being made, Shiv. So time is not a premium, though they would want to ensure that by sundown, they're able to contain the situation, Shiv.
Hopefully that'll happen very, very soon. We're awaiting official word from the Indian Army. I want to get a quick final word from Manjeet as well. Manjeet, you're right outside the Bathinda Military Station at this time. I know we're still waiting official word from the Army, but anything you're picking up, any buzz you're picking up over the possible motive for this particular incident, is there anything that you're picking up at all, Manjeet?
Well, Shiv, the motive behind this incident is still not known, as army authorities have not spoken in detail about the incident, as these attackers have also not been identified so far. More details will be available after they are apprehended and they are interrogated. The army authorities have also yet to reveal the identity of the 4 jawans killed in this incident, but the motive is not clear. Why they killed these 4 jawans, who the attackers were. So investigations will reveal what was the motive and who the men behind this incident are.
So you can just see how many unanswered questions there are right now, including most primarily where the 2 killers are right now. They're still hiding. Are they inside the military station? Have they managed to escape before the cordon was placed? We don't have an answer to that question yet, but we are awaiting word from the Indian Army. And as Gaurav said, hopefully they will be captured before sundown, because beyond that, it's going to become much, much more challenging, and they can possibly even get away. Now, remember, the Indian Army is one of the finest institutions in the world, one of the most professional armies, and incidents of this kind are vastly just aberrations. They don't happen often at all. They are a huge rarity. But having said that, there have been incidents in the past where fratricide. Now, we're not saying that this incident, was a typical case of fratricide. We don't know that just yet. But take a look at some of the earlier occasions when fratricide has happened in the Indian Army. 15th July 2022 in Poonch, a jawan killed, 3 others and injured. A jawan was killed and 3 others were injured in an army camp shootout. On the 7th of March last year in Murshidabad, a BSF jawan shot dead a colleague before shooting himself at a border outpost. On the 6th of March last year in Amritsar, 5 BSF personnel were killed after a constable opened fire. In 2018 to 2022, 18 incidents in the Army and the Indian Air Force of fratricidal killings. From 2014 to March 2021, 29 Central Armed Police Forces have been killed by their colleagues. All of these are pieces of data compiled by us from Lok Sabha questions. So this is all official data, and be that as it may, it is still an enormous rarity. Does not happen at all, and that's the reason why something like this is so troubling. We'll keep you posted on all of those questions we've just asked on this big story.
Co-presented by Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist.
We've got breaking news on the big ticket tangle and the tension that is tearing apart the BJP in Karnataka. Now the spotlight is on three big leaders of the BJP who've all expressed either unhappiness or resignation in the face of being denied tickets. But the key face right now, and all eyes are on Jagdish Shettar, who has arrived just minutes ago to meet with his party president JP Nadda. Jagdish Shettar, remember, is the incumbent MLA from the Hubli-Dharwad Assembly constituency in Karnataka. He's been denied a ticket. He had a huge meltdown. He's sulking, he's angry, and he's been summoned to Delhi. And that's where he is right now, inside a huddle with the BJP president. Remember, B.S. Yediyurappa has added a huge googly on the sidelines by saying he feels there is a 99% chance that the BJP will buckle because it's under pressure and take a complete U-turn and give Jagdish Shettar a ticket to fight the upcoming assembly election.
99% Jagdish Shettar ji will be given ticket. He is in Delhi only. Most probably that name will be cleared in Hubli city.
And here's what Jagdish Shettar had to say about being left out of the BJP's first candidate list.
Probably I will reach Delhi at about in between 2 to 3. So after 3 o'clock, and I will communicate to the National President's office, and time will be fixed. After reaching the Delhi, time will be fixed.
Sir, after this yesterday's developments, what are your hopes, and are you still hopeful?
I am always positive person, so I expect positive things will be happened.
Let's bring in India Today's Paulami Saha, who's right outside JP Nadda's residence in the national capital. Paulami, Jagdish Shettar and Prahlad Joshi, member of parliament from the same area in Karnataka, are both inside with the BJP president right now. Back in Karnataka, Yediyurappa has said there's a 99% chance of the BJP taking a U-turn under pressure. What are you hearing?
Well, definitely the BJP is trying to do some damage control over here, especially after Jagdish Shettar announced very publicly that he was not very happy that he'd been asked by the BJP top command to not contest these elections and make way for new faces, for younger faces, for fresh faces. So he clearly, threw a googly at the BJP when he announced that even before the first list of 189 candidates was announced. It's interesting to note that the candidate for the Hubli-Dharwad central seat has not been announced by the Bharatiya Janata Party in its first list of 189. And that is exactly why B.S. Yediyurappa is saying that there is still a 99% chance he believes that Jagdish Shettar could in fact be fielded from the Hubli-Dharwad central constituency, from where he wants to be given a ticket by the BJP. But this sort of muscle flexing usually, Shiv, doesn't go down very well with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Of course, he comes from a very dominant caste constituency. He is considered to be close to B.S. Yediyurappa. In fact, he was the chief minister when B.S. Yediyurappa made way between 2012 and 2013. He only agreed to be a part of the BJP cabinet up until B.S. Yediyurappa was the chief minister. He was not part of the Bommai government. So clearly, he is extremely close to B.S. Yediyurappa. And Yediyurappa, as we know, during the Central Election Committee meeting on Sunday last, had in fact put out a list of candidates that he'd like, in fact, fielded by the Bharatiya Janata Party, which of course included his own son, B.Y. Vijendra from Shikaripura, who's already gotten a ticket. But he is definitely batting for Jagdish Shettar. It remains to be seen what sort of a conversation Prahlad Joshi had with Jagdish Shettar before he brought him to the BJP president's residence. Will the BJP buckle under Shettar's pressure? That remains to be seen, Shiv.
That remains to be seen, and I agree with you, Poulomi. You know, usually the BJP doesn't brook any muscle flexing or, mind games played by its leaders once a decision is taken by the High Command. But this time it looks like Jagdish Shettar knows that he holds cards and that the BJP doesn't want to, rock the boat at such a sensitive time, a month before the Karnataka election. We're going to wait to see what Poulomi brings us from right outside that meeting in just a few minutes from now. We'll go back to her once we get that. We've got some more breaking news coming in now from State of War, Karnataka. And another jilted leader of the BJP in Karnataka, K. Ishwarappa, who, unlike Jagdish Shettar, willingly stepped aside from contesting the upcoming election, has now broken his silence and spoken to India Today and says he had received a call from Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, who asked him and Jagdish Shettar to step aside and make way for younger candidates. Ishwarappa said he spoke to JP Nadda and BL Santosh and demanded a ticket for his own son. So, dynasty was the wager under which Mr. Ishwarappa agreed to step aside, but his son has not been named in the first list just yet. So there's still suspense over that. Here's what he said in this exclusive interview to India Today.
कल का जो लिस्ट अनाउंस हुआ, आपको क्या ओपिनियन है, क्या राय है आपका? सर, आपने तो ऑलरेडी रिटायरमेंट कर लिया है, क्या राय है आपका?
पहले मैं सभी हमारा नेताओं से, हमारा स्टेट प्रेसिडेंट खटील जी और हमारा सीएम बोम्माई जी और सबके साथ मैंने बातचीत किया था। मुझे इस बार चुनाव में लड़ने के लिए इच्छा नहीं, मुझे छोड़ दो, ऐसा मैं उनके पास रिक्वेस्ट किया था।
लेकिन कब रिक्वेस्ट किया आपने?
ये 4th and 5th अप्रैल में हमारा स्टेट इलेक्शन कमेटी मीटिंग में मैं उनके पास बातचीत किया,
जब रिजॉर्ट में मीटिंग हो रहा था।
ओके। उस समय में वो सभी, मैं इंडिविजुअल बात करने के समय में भी मैंने उसके पास बातचीत किया और मेरा नाम आने के समय में भी होल कोर कमेटी के पास भी बातचीत, लेकिन सभी बोला नहीं, आज इस बार येडियुरप्पा जी असेंबली में नहीं रहता है, इसलिए आप सीनियर है, आप रहना है, ऐसा सभी बोला था। मैं 3 नाम यहाँ से शिवमोगा, कर्नाटक से भी गया था, शिवमोगा से।
आपका नाम भी था उसमें?
मेरा पहला नाम था। वो सभी बोला था ना, मेरा आप ही लड़ना है ऐसा, इसलिए मैं सभी कोशिश तो शिवमोगा में तैयारी शुरू किया था। लेकिन डे बिफोर यस्टरडे मुझे दिल्ली से हमारा धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी बातचीत किया, आप और जगदीश शेट्टर ने इस बार नहीं लड़ना है, ऐसा उन्हें बोला। मैं ओके, मैं पार्टी का डिसिप्लिन सोल्जर हूँ, पार्टी क्या बोलता है वैसे मैं मानता हूँ, ऐसा बोलकर एक लेटर तो मैं भेजा।
ठीक है।
बाद में संतोष जी के साथ बातचीत किया और नड्डा जी से भी बातचीत किया। वो सभी तीनों के साथ बातचीत करने के बाद वो क्या मुझे पूछा था, ऐसा मैं लेटर तो भेजा था। बाद में मैं एक रिक्वेस्ट भी किया था, मुझे नहीं देने के लिए आपको इच्छा रही तो मेरा बेटा को दे दो, नहीं तो कोई आदमी को दे दो, ऐसा मैं।
आपका ओपिनियन अभी भी यह है कि कांतेश जी को, आपके बेटे को टिकट देना चाहिए बीजेपी शिवमोगा के लिए?
हाँ, मैं उनके पास बातचीत किया है।
ओके।
और आज सुबह भी मैं बातचीत किया संतोष जी के पास और धर्मेंद्र प्रधान के पास।
क्या ओपिनियन है उनका? क्या पॉजिटिव है?
पॉजिटिव है।
Let's get a word in from India Today's Nagarjun Dwarkanath, who's scored all the big interviews on this election after the lists have come out, both BY Vijendra today and now with Ishwarappa also breaking his silence. The big question now is, unlike Jagdish Shettar Naga, Ishwarappa has gone quietly. You know, he's not making a fuss. He seems to be pretty much reconciled with his fate. But obviously there is a catch. He wants a ticket for his son, but his son has not been named in that first list. Is his son going to get a ticket? What are you hearing?
Well, the son's name has been recommended by Ishwarappa as well, because the party members here are saying that at least if not Ishwarappa, his son should be given the ticket. That's the supporters of Ishwarappa who are saying, who had just come to his house, met him, demanding for the ticket. But it's very unlikely that Kantesh, who's the son of Ishwarappa, would be getting the ticket as well. Like I spoke to Ishwarappa, he said this morning too, I've spoken to BL Santosh and Dharmendra Pradhan, hoping that my son gets a ticket. And this is the catch, Shiv, that the moment Ishwarappa rebels, he knows the chances, whatever he has to get the ticket for his son, will also be cut down and will be a done, dusted deal.
Yeah.
Rather than rebelling, why don't I at least be a foot soldier for the party and then request, maybe then they'll accommodate. If I rebel for a fact, he knows that it's a closed chapter, and that's the strategy that he has applied right now, that at least let me request, the party might be accommodative to me because I've been in the party for at least 30 to 35 years, a 5-time MLA from the city of Shimoga right now.
Very interesting, turn of events, Naga, because Ishwarappa appears to be resigned to his fate. On the other hand, Jagdish Shettar feels like he still has a chance, and Yediyurappa has also given a spin saying there is a 99% chance that he will get a ticket. How are you seeing that? Because Mr. Shettar is currently inside a room with JP Nadda in Delhi. What are you hearing? Is there a chance that the BJP might buckle?
It's very unlikely, Shiv, because BJP, as we know, is not a party that would go back to the drawing room to negotiate with individuals. Once the Lakshman Rekha is drawn, no leaders in the local level or the state level would dare cross it, especially because after the CEC, it was the Prime Minister who has said it. In fact, yesterday I had spoken to you also last night saying that the Prime Minister asked the question, will he be the Chief Minister again? Everyone in the CEC and the party leaders said, no, he will not be. Then the Prime Minister said, then why give him a ticket? Let's make way for fresh faces, fresh generation also. And hence, the negotiations are happening, but not likely that he would be accommodated in this assembly. At max to max, he might be given a Lok Sabha ticket from Belgaum constituency.
Okay.
This also, he's trying to shoot in the air that, let's see if I get a chance maybe next year as well.
Okay, we'll have to see how it goes. Is it going to be party worker, or is it going to be, some kind of a miracle bounce back after being denied a ticket? Thanks very much, Naga, for getting us an update on that. Ishwarappa has spoken out again, first and exclusive here to India Today. Now, the BJP's first list of candidates for the assembly polls in Karnataka, it dropped at 9 p.m. on the dot yesterday, and it has sent political shockwaves across the state that are still being felt. While the BJP has bet big on fresh faces in the upcoming election, BJP faces a huge rebellion from the several snubbed and jilted senior party leaders. Not everyone is going quietly like Ishwarappa. Take a look.
The BJP is effecting a generational change in Karnataka. With mounting anti-incumbency, the BJP is betting big on fresh faces, with 52 new candidates getting tickets. B.Y. Vijayendra, son of former CM Yediyurappa, will contest from Shikaripura seat, the same constituency where his father had won 7 times since 1983.
Every community and every religion, minorities also supported and voted for Yediyurappa. Same trend continues even today in Shikaripur also. Party has given me opportunity to fight from Shikaripur constituency. I am blessed to fight from Shikaripur assembly.
The BJP is giving a tough fight to the 2 CM aspirants from the Congress. It has fielded Revenue Minister R. Ashok against Congress Chief D.K. Shivakumar in Kanakapura. Both are Vokkaligas, a numerically significant community in Karnataka.
Naturally, I am elected in Padmanabnagara more than 6 times. So one more chance is given to me in Kanakpura against the Congress president. He also won 7 times. I think it's a big fight.
Do you think it will be a tough battle for you?
100%, no doubt at all. I told this is a Congress president. I am a revenue minister. So both fight will be naturally a tough fight and a great fight.
He's a very strong man, very tough man, very sound man. Kanakpura is known for hospitality. We'll give him more meat to eat.
Lingayat leader and State Minister V. Somanna will take on former CM Siddaramaiah in Varuna constituency.
ये हमारा पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रैटेजी है सिद्धारामैया को हराने के लिए हम वी सोमन्ना को दिया है। वी सोमन्ना हमारे बड़े नेता है, इसीलिए वरुणा में वी सोमन्ना लड़ेंगे एंड सिद्धारामैया को हराएंगे।
Both Ashok and Somanna are also fighting from their traditional seats, Padmanabhanagar and Chamarajnagar. The party, however, is facing rebellion from the heavyweights dropped from the fray. Former CM Jagdish Shettar met BJP President JP Nadda in Delhi a day after he was denied a ticket from Hubli. His supporters had staged protest after the decision was announced. Former Karnataka Deputy CM Lakshman Sawadi has quit the BJP after losing out on the Adhani ticket. The Lingayat leader was dropped to accommodate Mahesh Kumatali, who crossed over from Congress in 2019. Sawadi, in a statement, said that he won't go begging around for a BJP ticket.
ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಣ್ ಸವದಿ ಅವರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ದುಡುಕಿನ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಡ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನನಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇದೆ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಣ್ ಸವದಿ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯ ಬಹಳ ಹಳೆ ನೆಂಟಿದೆ, ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕವಾದಂಥ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಸಿಗದಿರುವ ಬೇಜಾರು ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಅವರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ನಿರಂತರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Supporters of former Deputy CM Ishwarappa hit the streets in Shivamoga after he dropped out. The BJP saw mass resignations in his support. 19 municipal corporation members, including the mayor and deputy mayor, have quit their posts. With Sagar Raj, Bureau Report, India Today.
How about some dynasty Nataka in Karnataka? Remember, the BJP and the Congress are always sniping at each other over dynasty and heirs, etc. Take a look at the field of play when it comes to dynasty in Karnataka. B.Y. Vijayendra, who has spoken to India Today first, is the famous son of B.S. Yediyurappa. He's going to be fighting from the Shikaripura seat. Yatindra Siddaramaiah is the son of former Congress Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. He's vacated the Varuna seat for his father this time. H.D. Kumaraswamy's son is the son of H.D. Devegowda. He is the leader of the JDS and he's also a former Chief Minister of Karnataka. Bhavani Revanna is the daughter-in-law of H.D. Devegowda, the sister-in-law of H.D. Kumaraswamy. She wants the seat. She wants to contest from the Hassan seat. Nikhil Kumaraswamy is the son of H.D. Kumaraswamy. He lost the Lok Sabha election of Mandya in 2019. He also is looking forward to contesting this particular election. Priyank Kharge is a sitting MLA. He's from the Congress party and son of Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. So no shortage of dynasty and political heirs here in Karnataka. May 10th is when polling happens. The battle between the BJP, the Congress and the JDS has heated up in a big way. The milk war is the latest addition to the list of poll issues like corruption, reservation and unemployment. One aspect, however, that's been conveniently swept under the carpet is dynastic politics, which is alive and well in Karnataka, but not really talked about very much. Here's a look at the second and third generation netas who are playing a key role in this upcoming election.
कांग्रेस कर्नाटका को नेताओं की तिजोरियां भरने वाले ATM के रूप में देखती है.
The 2023 election in Karnataka is all about the seasoned war horses squaring off.
Government of Karnataka is the most corrupt government in the country.
And equally about their heirs, who've been thrown into the political fire pit. So who are the successors in the fray this election? He's a first-generation BJP leader in Karnataka, the man who the BJP repeatedly relies on every election. And with Yediyurappa hanging his election boots this time around, he's doing everything he can to prop up his son.
In future, he will be given importance, and he is going to contest from Shikaripura, and he will get maximum support from the people of Shikaripura Taluk, and he will come back to power. And afterwards, whatever the responsibility is going to give from the center and the center leadership, he will fulfill that demand.
The BJP High Command has granted his wish. Vijayendra has been given his father's stronghold of Shikaripura to fight from. Vijayendra has very big shoes to fill since his father has represented the constituency a record 7 times since 1983.
And that is the beauty of our Shikaripura constituency. As you rightly said, father has been contesting from this constituency for the last 4 decades. Every community and every religion, minorities also supported and voted for Yediyurappa. Same trend continues even today in Shikaripura also. But ultimately it is party's decision. The party has given me opportunity to fight from Shikaripura constituency. I would say I am blessed to fight from Shikaripura assembly constituency.
The BJP too has tall expectations from Yediyurappa Jr., as was evident just weeks ago when Amit Shah indulged in this photo op with Yediyurappa's son. Like Bhim's son Ghatotkach in the Mahabharat, Yatindra Siddaramaiah has been called in to help his father. The Congress High Command has asked Yatindra to give up his Varuna seat for former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah.
I'm not afraid of contesting from any constituency. Since it is my last election, and my native village is also coming there, and in the first election, my Hubli native village is there in the election. Constituency. Therefore, I have decided to contest, since it is the last election, from my Varuna constituency.
Yatindra made the sacrifice since it is his father's last election, or so he says. Political corridors are abuzz that there are some within the Karnataka Congress who want to see Siddaramaiah fail, and his son won't want that. This election is H.D. Kumaraswamy's bid to not just be kingmaker, but be king again. An old fox in the political kingdom, HDK knows the pulse of the people, but is yet to prove his full might, having to live up to his father's political reputation.
Each part of the state, response is a huge response. Even myself, I am not think that this kind of response we will get it. We also surprised. Whatever I worked very hard work for 18 hours a day, how the people's response. I have full confidence that our government will be formed by the blessings of these Karnataka voters.
Former Prime Minister H.D. Devegowda has a sea of heirs to take forward his political legacy. Besides Kumaraswamy and H.D. Revanna is his daughter-in-law Bhavani Revanna. She's looking to fight from Hassan and prove her mettle, but such a demand has come with a slew of challenges and a whole lot of family politics. H.D. Kumaraswamy wants the Hassan seat to go to his aid and has dug in his heels. But the final call rests with Devegowda, and it will no doubt have repercussions on the family power tussle.
Hassan issue, nothing will happen, brother. Smoothly it will going to be settled. 100% we are going to announce an ordinary worker to win that election. There will be no quarrel between family members.
You specifically said ordinary worker, you said.
Nothing will happen. Ordinary worker will going to announce, he will going to win.
He's an actor who's yet to prove he has what it takes in the political battlefield. H.D. Kumaraswamy's son Nikhil Kumaraswamy is in the political fray this time from his family's stronghold Ramanagara. Nikhil hasn't tasted electoral success yet, having lost the Mandya Lok Sabha election before, so the stakes are as high as they get for this JDS heir.
Losses are always a good time to learn in life and in politics also, to be very honest. It has taught me quite some lessons. I was not so experienced when I initially entered for Lok Sabha elections, and back then, of course, all our MLAs, Mandya had 7 of 7 seats to BJP. To JDS. Everything is history, so I don't look back into things. I always go on a positive mindset and look into future.
His father, a Dalit strongman, a Gulbarga favourite, and now the president of the Grand Old Party, Priyank Kharge, has very big shoes to fill. Son of Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge, Priyank is contesting from the Chittapur seat. The constituency he won last time by a slender 4,000 votes. The fate of these political heirs will be revealed on May the 13th, and it remains to be seen if they can live up to the legacy of their fathers. Bureau Report, India Today. And today's big super exclusive, while on the topic of dynasty, B.Y. Vijayendra, who's been given the seat to contest from Shikaripura, his father's bastion, his illustrious father, former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa. Here's that big exclusive. B.Y. Vijayendra in conversation with India Today's Nagarjun.
Hello and welcome to this special segment. Joining me from my home district, that is Shimoga, the special guest today is B.Y. Vijayendra, who is contesting from Shikaripura seat. Sir, thank you for speaking to India Today this afternoon on a sunny day. Just 24 hours before your name was announced by your High Command that you would be contesting from Shikaripura. How do you feel?
Of course, everybody expected that I'll be given opportunity to fight from Shikaripur. But it was a great moment because across Karnataka, a lot of our fans, followers and BJP workers, they have been keenly watching like whether Vijayendra would contest from Varuna or from Shikaripur. So Delhi has given answer a clear message by accommodating me from Shikaripur constituency.
We also had that doubt that would you go to Varuna and Shikaripur. What happened in the 15 days? Because last time also you wanted to contest in Varuna. Were you keen this time? What happened exactly?
I always been telling that I was very keen to work in Old Mysore region. And even today, I am travelling more in Old Mysore region. But ultimately it is party's decision. The party has given me opportunity to fight from Shikaripur constituency. I would say I am blessed to fight from Shikaripur assembly constituency.
You wanted to take on Siddaramaiah. Last time also you said, let the party assign me, I will go fight him. This time also you were that eager to fight him because he is a former chief minister and Congress considered him to be the mass leader.
Now, I told this openly. Just a couple of months back I have given statement in Mysore also.
Correct.
That I am willing to take up any challenge assigned by the party high command.
This seat has been held by your father, Mr. B.S. Yediyurappa, since 1983, except for 1999. Have you been receiving the same kind of love from the people, or is it only exclusively for Yediyurappa?
That is the beauty of our Shikaripura constituency. As you rightly said, father has been contesting from this constituency for the last 4 decades. And also brother was elected as an MLA for one time.
Correct.
But today, it's really surprised me also because I was more in Bangalore. But today, when our party Karyakartas wanted me to contest from Shikaripur, I have travelled quite extensively across Shikaripur Assembly constituency. I have covered each and every village, and since last 1 week I am covering each and every booth also. Karyakartas are very enthusiastic, and even voters, they are very enthusiastic about my contesting from Shikaripur.
Every time I've come to Shikaripur to interview the former chief minister, I've seen one thing stand out is the minority support that Mr. Yediyurappa used to receive. I remember 2019 Lok Sabha elections, I used to come to his house at 6 a.m. in the morning on the polling day. There used to be at least 10, 15 to 20 Muslim candidates or people from the community waiting to talk to him. Are you also seeing that kind of love from the minority?
The trend continues to be same. As you know, Yediyurappa ji is not only limited to Virashaiva Lingayat community, he is respected and accepted by all other communities also. More importantly, minorities, especially in Shikaripura and Shumoga district. If you remember, when Yediyurappa contested for Lok Sabha election, he won with 3,65,000 votes, highest in Karnataka. So every community and every religion, minorities also supported and voted for Yediyurappa. Same trend continues even today in Shikaripura also.
What happened when Amit Shah came recently? We were all surprised also. He told Mr. Yediyurappa saying, hand over the bouquet to Vijayendra, let him give. Was it a sign that the legacy or the baton is now handed over to you, that you would carry forward the BSY legacy?
Firstly, it was a big surprise for everyone, including Yediyurappa ji, because Amit Shah ji, one of the tallest leader, visiting Yediyurappa ji's house for a breakfast was a big surprise for everyone.
You were not told about this before, that he's coming, or it was pre-scheduled, or only last night you heard that he's coming?
No, it was a pleasant surprise, I would say.
Okay.
It was a pleasant surprise, and the gesture of Amit Shah ji, it was, I would say it was very momentous, and I really cherished that moment all my life.
A lot of people spoke about the photographs inside your house. Senior leaders from your party had said about your ticket, it's not decided in the kitchen. But on the contrary, you were serving him breakfast, and then people started speculating your ticket is confirmed. How did you see this episode?
Rather, I would say, firstly, it was very memorable day, because I handed over bouquet to Amit Shah ji, our tallest leader. And secondly, not only bouquet, it was my pleasure to serve breakfast to Amit Shah ji. So it was really a very wonderful occasion, and there's nothing political message as such. It was just a good gesture by Shri Amit Shah ji.
What is the relation, sir, between the family and the High Command? A lot of speculations maybe 1 year back saying Yediyurappa is unhappy, High Command is unhappy. Is things sorted right now? How is the relation between the family and the High Command?
There is no question of unhappiness from Yediyurappa ji, because Yediyurappa ji has already made pretty clear on umpteen number of occasions. I'll put it on record, I'll put it straight, because Yediyurappa ji has clearly said, even when he resigned from the Chief Minister post, it was his decision.
Oh, it was his decision, you are
definitely, there's no question of unhappiness.
Okay.
And even today you can see Yediyurappa ji traveling across the state. He want to ensure that BJP comes back with absolute majority. So question of unhappiness, because party has given everything to Yediyurappa ji, and Yediyurappa ji has given 100% to the party. So there's no question of unhappiness.
How do you see in the ticket distribution? Former Chief Minister Shettar not receiving ticket, Deputy Chief Minister Ishwarappa not receiving ticket, or a young candidate like you receiving tickets. So the agenda is fresh faces, youth attraction, the ethos of the central BJP, you feel. So how will you also try to sort this issue out of the seniors not getting tickets?
Firstly, I should credit this to our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, our respected National President Shri Nadda ji, and also one of the tallest leader Amit Shah ji, because I think Bharatiya Janata Party strongly believes in democratic principles. It is the Bharatiya Janata Party, during the course of selection of candidates, have travelled extensively across the state. Our party leaders, they have sought opinion from thousands of Karyakartas, and they have taken surveys. Thorough survey has been carried out, and based on public opinion, party has given tickets to 189 candidates yesterday. And what needs to be observed is, see, one is social justice. More youths has been given opportunity. More youngsters, youth has been given opportunity, and Mahilas also. And it's a mix of good combination of everything.
If the party comes to power, would you be in the cabinet? Would you aspire to be in the party role? Where do you see yourself?
See, you have seen Yediyurappa ji. Yediyurappa ji, throughout his career, he never dreamt that he would become Chief Minister or he would come to power one day. But he always relentlessly worked for poor people causes, farmers causes, and always stood by backward class and SC/ST community. As far as I am concerned, see, my aim is, see, now party has given responsibility. Earlier I worked as a Morcha General Secretary, now as a party Vice President. Now I am happy that party has given me opportunity to fight my first election. So my only dream is to take care of my constituency first. Secondly, since I'm also assumed with the party official post, I have to travel across the state and strengthen the party. That's the only aim. I don't have any personal dream as such. Whatever party decides, I will go by parties.
I'm asking you this because the Congress, whenever spoken about dynastic politics, the first thing they point is, look, Mr. Vijayendra is son of Yediyurappa. He is also a dynast, a politician. Look at Raghavendra. How do you see this when the opposition targets you?
Let me tell you one thing. Last assembly election, when 15 aspirants from Varuna Assembly constituency, that is Siddaramaya's constituency, wanted me to contest for the assembly election, they took a unanimous decision that Vijayendra should be our candidate. Yediyurappa was the party president, state party president. And when party high command decided no, Vijayendra will not be given ticket and some Karyakarta will be given ticket, I personally welcomed it. Even Yediyurappa did not utter even a single word.
But do you take it to your heart when the Congress points at you? Look, he's getting everything because of the family.
What else can you expect from the opposition? What else can you expect from the opposition parties? So,
this 2023 election, how do you see the prospects of the BJP? Will they come back to power? Is it mission 123? Will be achieve 140? What's your take on it? Because a lot of political analysts, commentators are still looking at Karnataka being a hung assembly and JDS being the kingmaker. Kumaraswamy also has said BJP has approached me already. How do you see the next elections?
See, whether it's Congress party or JDS party, they are dreaming today. But let me tell you one thing. I have travelled, since last 2 months I have travelled entire Karnataka. Even Yediyurappa is also travelling across Karnataka. Yediyurappa he understands the pulse of the people of Karnataka. He strongly believes that BJP will come with absolute majority. And my gut feeling is also because of Modi ji's leadership and because of the double engine sarkar. When I say double engine sarkar, it's just not a mere slogan or statement. Both the government has delivered to the people of Karnataka under the dynamic leadership of Narendra Modi ji and also under the leadership of Yediyurappa ji as well as Basuraj Bommai ji. We have reached people through our programs and people will definitely bless BJP for one more term.
The Prime Minister has come to Shimoga, where we are right now in the home district of Mr. Yediyurappa. The airport was inaugurated on his birthday. It's very unusual that the Prime Minister comes on someone's birthday, inaugurates the airport, and in fact the state unit recommends the airport to be named after Yediyurappa. Will there be another Yediyurappa, do you feel so, in BJP in the coming few years?
Firstly, the airport inauguration by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, it was a memorable moment. It was a historic day because more than 5 to 6 lakh people had gathered, and you will not believe 1.5 lakh people had to go back since they could not reach on time. Of course, when it comes to Yediyurappa ji, no one can replace Yediyurappa ji. No one can replace Yediyurappa ji. I mean,
High Command also knows it.
No, High Command.
Because even after forming KJP, he was brought back, given the party president, then made the chief minister. So clearly High Command knows the power of Yediyurappa in Karnataka.
It's not question of power. Yediyurappa, Central High Command, whether it's Narendra Modi ji or Nadda ji or Amit Shah ji, they respect Yediyurappa ji. They respect Yediyurappa ji a lot. And even after his resignation, the way Yediyurappa ji is working day and night in the interest of the party, that surprises everybody in the Karnataka also. Even our national leaders are surprised, I would say, because you rarely see such personalities. I'm glad, even after his resignation, Yediyurappa ji, every single day, he always thinks about Bharatiya Janata Party. He always thinks about how Narendra Modi ji works day and night in the interest of the country, and that drives him. That drives Yediyurappa ji to work more and more for Bharatiya Janata Party.
This election for the Shikaripur seat, there was backlash when Mr. Yediyurappa announced to the media that I'm retiring, my son will contest. A lot of your own party members said, let's wait for the High Command to decide.
When Yediyurappa ji announced that Vijayendra will contest from Shikaripur, Yediyurappa ji is an emotional person. The day when he announced, when thousands of our Karyakartas pressurized Yediyurappa ji, that they wanted Yediyurappa ji to contest one more election, but Yediyurappa ji said clearly no. He has taken a final decision and is not going to contest any elections. Yeah. Due to the pressure of our Karyakartas and our party senior leaders, that forced Yediyurappaji to announce. Otherwise, and Yediyurappaji clearly said, ultimately it is our party high command which will take a call on Shikaripura or any assembly constituency for that matter.
How do you see opposition, Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar? How do you see them? Would they be a formidable party to defeat the BJP? They're very confident. In fact, DK Shivkumar on record tells us 141 is the seat that Congress will win. Write it down, 141, the number that he's given. What do you have to say? Because you're also vice president, you've been traveling across district. How do you see the mood in the ground?
You mark my words, BJP, without any doubt, BJP under the dynamic leadership of Narendra Modi ji, BJP will come back with absolute majority in the state of Karnataka. There is no iota of doubt on that. Congress, they are just dreaming. JDS, they are only hoping that there will be hung assembly in the state of Karnataka. But people they are intelligent. They understand the ground reality, and they understood the importance of the government with absolute majority also, because Karnataka has suffered a lot during coalition government. So I'm sure that they will vote for absolute majority and they will vote for BJP.
How do you see this fight? Somanna versus Siddaramaiah, Ashok versus DK Shivkumar. Party has done the right choice, you feel?
It's a big surprise for everybody.
Okay.
More importantly for Congress party also.
No one knew in BJP this was coming?
They expected cakewalk. But definitely the people of the constituency will decide the future, because people are fed up. The people are fed up with the way the Congress people thinks. They always talk about community. They always try to make politics by taking this community along with them. But now, especially after the victory of Kerpet and Shira Assembly constituency, the history will not forget these two constituencies, because people are totally, unhappy with the Congress party as well as JDS party. I am sure in Kanakpura as well as Varna constituency also, people will vote for BJP because they are wanting change.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vijayendra, speaking to India Today, and wish you good luck for the upcoming polls. And that was Mr. Vijayendra talking to India Today candidly about his future, about his elections, the past, and overall the prospects of BJP.
No leader will be speaking to any other channel before they speak to India Today. That's a guarantee. Karnataka's #1 channel, no compromise. That's a wrap on 5 Live. Thanks so much for watching. 6 p.m. Prime with Akshita comes up next. Sachin Pilot is in India's national capital to meet the High Command, but the Gandhis have not met him. Is he going to stay? Is he going to form his own outfit? Is he going to leave and join the BJP or the Aam Aadmi Party? Who knows what's next in this Sachin Gehlot soap opera? Akshita has the big roundup from the ground in Delhi next.